We started off with zero equipment when we started at ADJ 12 years ago. And when we started with our CAD program, I knew that QuickPen was linked up or software driven with Iowa Precision. And at that time, QuickPen had the nice CAD package. So it kind of started just with a CAD package, to be honest with you. And then once we got the CAD package up and running, we bought our first plasma table. It was, well, in the future, how are we going to download? This was just very, very beginning of the future of a download, man, and all the technology of equipment has really come in the last 12, 15 years. So then I started thinking, well, how are we going to download? Well, download, we'd have to get to Iowa Precision. And I was going, oh, great. I remember Iowa Precision because I worked as an apprentice and all they had was Iowa Precision equipment, and that stuff never had any issues with it. And it was American made. And then that's how it really channeled into the plasma cutter. And then from the plasma cutter into the coil line, okay? And from the coil line into the water jet machine, which is all scanned. Everything is tied together from software upstairs under CAD to the final out the door scanned with your inventory machine. All perfect. Our technology made sense with the equipment that we're buying. Top of the line equipment with top of the line software, both from CAD to out the door. Well, 2005, we bought the brand new coil line. Of course, any owner or any businessman is going to sit down and do a cost analysis of how I'm going to spend this much money, how long it's going to take for a payback. Did all that work and ordered the coil line. And I'd be happy to say 2014 has definitely paid for itself and we're perfectly happy with it. Still runs like brand new. We have a 6 10,000 pound coil feed on it, and it's capable of doing black iron up to 16 gauge, which we have the black iron package, which turns a 1/2 inch, 3/4, 5 or 1 inch flange out. We have the TDC heads on it. It has, of course, in the front end of it is the conduit punch for the conduit lock, along with the slip and drive, and then the shear and the brake. This is the new setup that they have, and that really works out good with the conduit lock machine that we have. And also we do have the full sound line, glue station, pin station with wraparound brake. No issues at all. Machine makes money every day because it don't miss work. If I had to throw it away today, I'd buy a brand new in Iowa Precision. No doubt about it. Yeah, that cornermatic machine, we'll talk about that. Yeah. When Mestek Iowa Precision today with the cornermatic machine, we're now doing 99% of the fittings, both canvas connections, square throat elbows that used to collide with the, I guess, the hopper. We're now able to do almost every single fitting and up to including 18 gauge. And outside of that, I'm completely happy. We have to have 2 of them. They use them every single day. Just like when I sat down in 2005 trying to calculate the cost payback or cost analysis for the coil line, I was sitting out there watching our shop guys, 2 of them, one working the decoiler and one offloading sheets just like this and writing numbers on them with download on it. I said, boy, there's got to be a better way than doing that. There's got to be a better way. And so I called Mike Bailey, my buddy, and he goes, Greg Pickens, that's why he always calls me, Greg Pickens, we do have coil feeds for those, but do yourself a favor, don't go with the 10 footers, buy 20 footers. You'll find you're doing more production. We are a production shop, 20 footers is the way to go, so we end up buying the coil feeds for 2 20-foot plasma cutters. And I'm saying that the payback on those is already paid for itself. Our sheet metal, wages of a union sheet metal shop, unloading and loading on hand loading plasma cutters, money. Nothing but money. Well, we started off, of course, like every sheet metal shop, hand cutting it. Okay, and with today's materials, you have fiberglass material ranging from 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1.5 inch, 2 inch at different densities. You also have closed cell, okay, with 1 inch, 2 inch, and now they're coming out with a 4 inch closed cell at some locations where you can double 2. They also have 1-inch blue jean, or they call it non-fiberglass material, which is basically blue jean, recycled blue jeans. So we didn't have any, we couldn't cut everything with, whether it was by hand. So again, Mike Bailey said, Greg Pickens, we got a machine that'll cut everything you can put in front of it. And I go, okay, so we did a little demonstration. And not only does it cut everything that you can put in front of it, but the best thing about it is it has a scanner system on it that reads a barcode off of my stickers that I have to print no matter what anyway. So I can take it, it's just a gun just like you would see at your Walmart, your Target, whatever you go over and you scan the barcode and it comes up on your screen, and it plots and it will optimize it just like a plasma cutter, and it's money.
Safer?
Yes, absolutely. There's no knives involved. You stand back and when you get cut, keep your finger away from the water, you're happy. It's clean. No matter what you cut is clean. It automatically reduces for all your seams, and the edge of it looks like it was factory edged. I would probably say that water jet can keep up with 3 people, where we would have 3 people cutting for the pinner and the gluer, versus it's just completely flip-flopped it the other way around. So we have our setup as a U-shaped coil line. So the back end, when it comes off the wraparound brake off the coil line, it actually dumps into our assembly shop for straight duck. At that point, we do our little knock together. Pittsburgh seams are just tacked. Pull it right down. Next station is whisper lock. So we'll go through the whisper lock motion. Okay, the next station is cornermatic. If it's slip and drive, it just passes a cornermatic and goes right into reinforcement. If it doesn't, which is the conduit lock machine. And then at that point, we put Leeds blue mastic on it and roll it right out to the job site. Well, 10 years ago, you'd have been knocking it all together by hand, and then probably had air hammers. So production-wise, I'm saying we've probably increased 70%. This is all automatic. Whisper lock, cornermatic, from the end of the coil line to out the doors, a non-bottleneck. You're probably saving because you're now doing it in a vertical motion versus a horizontal motion. Okay, the big thing with the whisper lock is you're able to do it in the vertical position, which is how that duck is now only 5 foot high versus laid down, and you could be dealing with whatever it might be. And everything is done in a vertical. The dual head cornermatic machine does both corners at the same time, and everything stays vertical. So I'm probably saying per joint, and everything is based on sizes and things like that. You can't, if it was just a 12 by 12 small jointed ductwork, something that you're going at, oh wow, that's all I'd probably say you're saying 5 to 7 minutes per joint easy, absolutely, on a small joint. Now, if we get larger, you get into larger savings. For all the guys that's ever come out and hooked up any piece of equipment, whether it's the plasma cutters, the coil feed to the plasma cutters, the coil line itself, unbelievable. Those guys show up on time, they know exactly what they're doing. They actually work late, they don't care about time. As long as our guys are staying late, they'll stay pretty much as late as they do, or however, to make sure we're on schedule. We've moved once, so we've had the service department here with our move, who helped us and guided us, and you can tear it down by yourself. This is how I want you to tear it down over the phone, and then we'll come back and reassemble it. You get it into place or get it in the general location 2 or 3 inches away, and we'll come in and do all the final connections. And they did that. We were down with the coil line 3 or 4 days prior to moving around and disassembling. We were only down for the 3 or 4 days for back up and running. They had our coil line back up and running, the plasma cutters with the coil feeds back on them. So as far as their on-site service, perfect. We actually have good rapport with their service department. We give them a call, they ship us out the part the very next day. So it's a great relationship. No issues whatsoever, 0.